Really good question. And actually one that I wanted to bring up in this moment because validating our triggers is part of meeting our immediate needs. So when we are triggered, like saying, yeah, it makes sense that that triggered me. Of course that triggered me. And that's okay that it triggered me. Okay. And like validating your experience of that. You don't have to like then blame somebody for that experience of the trigger, but just like have some compassion that you have experienced this and that it pushed you outside of your window of tolerance. And I think, especially if you feel yourself like bumping outside of your window of tolerance, it's important to have language, especially with your partner, language like, I need to take a step away from this conversation, and talk about this in advance when you're not in a stressful state, but just so that he knows it's not about him, it's about you wanting to make sure that you show up where you want to show up and not from a place of craziness, right? Like out here is like crazy self, and we all have it.
Mhm.
But you that's not how you want to show up. You want to show up on purpose. And so you want to show up here. And this kind of work, what it allows you to do is expand this window of tolerance and get it bigger so that it's less likely that little things will push you outside of it. So develop some language around that so that you can have some appropriate boundaries with your spouse that says, hey, when I'm triggered, I need to be able to step away from the conversation. We'll come back to it within 2 hours or a day or something like that. Have some language that you guys can resolve things that way. Um, and then the last one on this is celebrate your successes there. So you're taking care of your immediate needs. If your immediate needs were, I'm going to shower this week and you did it, you better darn well pat yourself on the back and be like, I freaking showered this week. Text your friend, be like, oh my gosh, I took a shower. Like, we so want you to celebrate your successes because it's important for you to experience some joy and happiness. And if you took that shower, like, you rock. That wasn't easy to do, and we're so proud of you. And I want you to be
It's
proud of yourself too.
I just kind of had this image. So it's like a I mean it's a mental injury or an emotional injury. So even so somebody who's been in a car accident and their legs are broken or whatever and they're going through physical therapy and they make grounds at physical therapy, if they're like, well, any toddler can do this. Like toddlers should be able to do this. Like, well, I mean, maybe, but you're doing it again as an adult because your body couldn't do it. Like it was injured,
Totally.
right?
You're
Like,
so
isn't that
right. Yeah,
okay?
my Aaron got his shoulder replaced, right? And I remember the first day that he was able to like be out of the sling and everything. And he was like, Andy, look, I can, oh, look, I can reach it all the way up here. And we're both like, that's totally what you're talking about. It's
Yeah.
silly because I would never go up to somebody and be like, look, I can put my arm above my head. But for him, we were both so ecstatic because
Yeah.
yeah, you can reach your, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
This is what we've been working towards. That surgery totally, like your whole arm had to remap the way that it functions, and now it's functioning again. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And that's what's going on in your brain. Yeah, that's really powerful. I would say if you are 3 to 6 months out from your betrayal trauma, from like the initial wave of impact, that's when it's probably like that should be a good flag to you that you're ready to start introducing some habits back into your life. Okay. And I don't want you to be like, I'm not ready and then feel shame for like, I should be ready. She said 3 to 6 months. Like, we're not going to play that game. But if you are 3 to 6 months away from the initial impact, you might be in a place where you can go, you know what? I would really like to take better care of myself. That doesn't mean you have to fix your relationship yet. That doesn't mean you have to, do anything else, but like start to repair that relationship. I think that's a good time parameter to invite that routine back into your life.